So, did you know that your daily posture and habits could be speeding up your aging process? It's not just about those skincares and treatments and creams that we've been talking about in previous episodes, but it's how you sit, you stand, and even how you chew could be making you look older than you are. So, today I'm going to break down some simple habits that'll keep you looking youthful. So, come join me. All right. I'm going to start off by giving away my two best kept secrets for anti aging. Not so secret because I like to give my secrets away. But trust me, they're not what you expect. And I bet you won't even be able to guess what they are. So the first one is to smile. Yep, that's right. That's my favorite tip to give away for anti-aging. It's one of the simplest yet most powerful ways you can keep looking youthful. And when we smile, our brain, it's going to release good chemicals like endorphins and serotonin, which help reduce stress. Because truly, let's think about it. What is the number one thing that stress does to our skin? It ages it, right? So stress leads to higher cortisol levels, which break down collagen and elastin, making your skin look dull, tired, start to sag. And so we don't want that. Smiling, it can also brighten your face. I mean, who doesn't enjoy watching someone who's smiling authentically and really having a good time in life, right? And so it gives you that more youthful and vibrant appearance. When people smile, they're often perceived as being more approachable, being more energetic. And that's two things that definitely don't hurt when it comes to aging gracefully. So, my second not so secret, best kept secret for anti aging is to work on your posture here. So, when we slunch our shoulders forward, it just makes us look more tired and it ages us really fast. But if we can keep our shoulders back, standing tall, that right there is one of the major ways that you can right there fix what makes you look older when you're slunching. And it's just as simple as strengthening the upper back. And I'm going to talk about how to do that. But let's first talk about what causes these muscles right here to slouch forward. It's having those weak upper back muscles and that posterior chain. Basically, all the muscles in on the back side of your body, they're all interconnected. So when you're hunching over, we just want to start strengthening those muscles from the bum all the way up to the shoulders. And sadly, it does make you look older than you really are when you're hunched over. And it not only makes you look older, but it can create a lot of tension in your neck and in your upper back, which can lead to a lot of aches and pains, shoulder problems, and it sadly can even lead to wrinkles because when you're leaning forward, the gravity is dropping a little bit further. So we don't want those wrinkles that also develop a lot around our chest and neck area. And all that it's going to take is strengthening all these upper back muscles. And of course, it doesn't hurt to strengthen the bum as well. But here's the good news, we can fix it in just a few minutes a day. I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of simple exercises today that will help with that. The first one is called the reverse fly. And of course, in my little frame here, I'm not able to show you what that looks like. Of course, you can look it up on YouTube. But I'm going to quickly explain how you do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to either sit or stand with your back straight. I like to hinge a little bit at the waist because it forces my shoulders and arms to do all the work instead of my abs and body, right? But you're going to hold your arms to the side and then you're just going to open and squeeze your shoulder blades together as if you're holding a pencil right there in between those shoulder blades. And you're going to hold that for a few seconds and then repeat 10 or 15 times. But another great exercise that I love is the chest opener stretch. This one, again, you're standing tall. You're going to clasp your hands behind your back if you can. If you can't, grab a towel to hold in between them. And you're going to gently lift your arms away from your back as you pull your shoulders down and back. Again, like you're trying to squeeze a pencil in between those shoulder blades. And you're just going to let that stretch across the chest, but then you're going to hold that tension in your back, just holding for a couple of seconds once again. Another one that's similar to the reverse is when you've got your hands like this at a 90-degree, you've got your arms at a 90-degree angle off of your shoulders. You're going to extend your arms into the sky and squeeze again between their shoulder blades. And the further back you keep your arms behind your ears, you're going to feel that tension. And then you're going to bring your arms back down into a W and bring those elbows into your side really tight and squeeze again in that back. Here, you're going to feel it in your middle back. So those are some of my favorite ones. And that's just 5 minutes a day. It didn't cost you anything. I'm giving a lot of free tips today that will cost you nothing. And you will be able to walk away feeling much younger, looking much younger. So I'm just going to challenge you just to put in a couple of minutes each day where you can just work on your posture. It's funny because anytime I'm listening to someone like this, I automatically find myself smiling or straightening up my back right along with what they're saying. And I bet you half of you guys did that too. So that just shows that you care and you're trying, and I'm so proud of you. Okay, so now that we've talked a little bit about the basics of posture, I'm going to go ahead and move into some of the not so fun things to talk about as far as bad habits are concerned. I started with the best first, but here's a few bad habits when it comes to posture that I do want to talk about that makes us look older. And we're all guilty of these, so at some point at least. And so again, the good news, it can be fixed. But let's start with something that a lot of women do. Thankfully, I've broken this habit, but that is to cross our legs. It might feel comfortable over time initially, but over time, this habit, it really does mess with your posture. It can cause hip misalignment and poor circulation. The poor circulation, it can lead to things like varicose veins, but also when you got your legs crossed, and I'll try to show you here in the screen, but when you got your legs crossed, it kind of forces your face and your body to overcompensate. And so it causes asymmetry in your face when you're trying to have that perfectly symmetric face, right? So the next time you're sitting and you catch yourself with where you're crossing your legs, go ahead and try to uncross them, keep both feet flat on the ground, and your hips and your legs will actually probably thank you later as you get older. Next up, this one is very common for all of us as women as well, carrying heavy bags on one shoulder. With those oversized totes that we love to carry around because we're taking care of other people, we want to make sure we have everything in our bag to cover all of the needs that might come up and arise. But that can throw your spine out of alignment and out of balance, which can cause more pain and tension and things like that. And over time, it causes a lopsided look in our bodies, and it just actually starts to weaken all of the muscles that we were talking about in that posterior chain. So if you can, switch to a backpack that has things resting on your shoulders, so it gives you that balance. Or if you can't do that, go ahead and switch shoulders occasionally to let your body just kind of make up for the difference. And then finally, let's talk about the big one, and we've covered it a little bit already, sort of, and that's slouching over your computer and your phone. And not only over your phone and computer, women generally, and I do it often here in the videos, when we're talking and we're engaging with other women, we tend to lean forward because we're trying to connect and engage, right? But this slouching over our phone or computer or leaning forward and engaging in this way, it's called the tech neck. I think earlier before technology became a thing, people who had this, it was called turtleneck. But how many hours a day are we spending hunched over some type of screen or device, or just hunched over? I know when I was raising my girls, I was hunched over my babies often, right? I'm trying to make connection. And so this posture, it not only ages our neck, but it also leads to those fine lines and wrinkles right here in the neck and the chest area. And so if you can, I want you to put those devices up in a higher level so that you're not having to do this all day, right? And again, stand tall, sit tall when you can. And so let's go ahead and try to, again, raise the devices higher if we can, and uncross those legs, switch the bag over the shoulder. And when you're engaging with other women, they'll know from your smile on your face that you're having a really great time with them, and see if you can kind of keep your body pulled back. That will strengthen the muscles in your lower back. And of course, your lower back is going to love that. Okay. Now let's talk about facial posture. And I know you're probably thinking like, what in the world is facial posture? Well, trust me, it's a real thing and we're going to talk about it. But how you hold your face throughout the day actually makes a difference in how preventing those wrinkles as well. And again, this isn't exhaustive, but clenching your jaw, when you're stressed or focused on something, I know I'm guilty of that, but constantly clenching your jaw or grinding your teeth or chomping on ice, it holds tension in your face. And this can lead to deeper lines around your mouth, even around your eyes, your chin, and so one simple fix would be more mindful of relaxing that jaw as much as possible. You can go and squeeze along the jawline like this to massage it out. And here's another one, and I'm sure you guys, you may have had it cross your feed, but taking your tongue, it should have a posture where it's resting on the roof of your mouth, all the way from the back of the tongue to the front of the tongue. That is its correct posture. And when we're babies and we're sucking on a bottle, sucking on a lollipop, as we age, we're always sucking, it stays in that position. But for some reason, as we get into teenagers and adulthood, we lose that, and it usually rests at the bottom of our mouth. What's interesting about this is that tongue sitting in the roof of our mouth, it actually goes and supports your facial structure and keeps your jaws, your cheeks, your nose all properly aligned. So if you have TMJ or other issues in those areas, try seeing what it would be like to take that tongue to the roof of your mouth and see if over time that helps. And you can suck when your tongue is in the roof of your mouth like that. It's called mewing. And feel free to look that up on YouTube and just see what that looks like. That right there will make a big difference. And I covered this for a split second in the last one, but let's talk about what facial massage can do. It's a super easy way to boost circulation, reduce puffiness, and relax those tight muscles. So if you've ever woken up puffy faced or noticed lines that weren't there before, a quick 1 minute just facial massage can work wonders. And there's different types of massage. And of course, I don't have enough time in this live stream to go over everything, but just use your fingers, use one of those gua sha stones or a jade roller, and just gently massage upward and away from the center of your face. You'll find that it's super relaxing, and it's a great way to keep that face looking fresh. And finally, we can't forget about those little habits that sneak up on us. This one is my worst culprit, is squinting at screens or furrowing my brow. I definitely have been squinting for the last couple of days. I've been in the sun quite a bit, and we were traveling yesterday, so the sun was glaring in. And so over time, these repetitive movements, they can create those 11 lines that we don't love, deep set wrinkles, especially around the forehead and the eyes. So here's a tip. Whenever you catch yourself doing this, take a second to just close your eyes, relax your face, think through each facial part as you're relaxing, right? And when you're breathing, pretend like you're sending your breath to that area of the face. I know it sounds kind of woo-woo and weird, but truly what it's doing is it's allowing you to focus on that area of your face, and just allows you to relax it a little bit better. And of course, if you need sunglasses, that kind of helps too. I didn't have sunglasses on in the car yesterday. So here's your action step. Start paying attention to your facial posture. And I know it's hard when you don't have a mirror in front of you to even know. Half the time, I don't even know that I'm squinting. But if you know that you are, try relaxing your jaw. Check your tongue posture every once in a while. The more you're able to catch those movements, the better you get at doing it all of the time. And give yourself a quick face massage. I suggest you don't do it immediately before bed, but maybe an hour or so before, just so that you're not releasing lymphatic and sweating through the night if you give yourself an aggressive one. And of course, when you're doing it, make sure you're not pulling and tugging on the skin in a hard way. But if you want to take it further, just remember that I'm a face yoga instructor. I'm also a fitness trainer. So I offer personalized sessions to keep your face and your body looking toned and youthful. So if you're interested, follow me on socials, go DM me. I would say email me, but my email is currently not working. I have tech guys working on it and they can't figure out what's happening. But let's go ahead and help you look fresh and looking your best and young, right? All right. So today, that's it. We've covered some really great tips, my favorite two secret, not so secret tips about staying youthful and improving your posture. So don't forget, if you want personalized guidance or customized work, go ahead and reach out to me. I do skincare analysis as well. And before you go, make sure that you come join me for Wednesday next week, 1:30 p.m. here live, Making Life Beautiful Again Facebook group. We're going to be talking about the surprising link between cortisol and stress and aging. So trust me, you don't want to miss it. Grab a friend, go to join the group, and I'll see you guys there.